Ohayou
Anime is the perfect medium to have a cool main protagonist. The two main attributes that can make a character cool is either their style, or how badass they can be. So if you're looking for a cool main character, anime is the perfect place to find it. Hey guys, it's Animan here, and today we are going to take a look at the top 10 anime with the coolest main characters. So before we start, be sure to subscribe to our channel, and click on that bell icon, and set us all to be notified about our latest videos. At number 10, we have Clean Freak, Aoyama-kun. Aoyama is the perfect human. His grades are perfect, his soccer skills are perfect, his cleanliness is perfect. There's just one little problem. He's too perfect. Aoyama, in fact, suffers from obsessive-compulsive disorder, or OCD, and cannot deal with even a speck of dirt on him. As a result, Aoyama has learned to play soccer without getting himself dirty, but at a cost. He can only play at a fraction of his normal abilities. Can Aoyama still lead the Fujimi High School to the National Soccer Championship when the rest of his team isn't that great? It's hard to find a unique take on soccer anime nowadays. After all, there have been so many stories told about soccer that it's tough to find any new ground. It's mostly played up for laughs though, and serves as a nice introduction for younger anime fans just discovering irreverent humor. There are bits of drama underneath the gags dealing with Aoyama's disorder, however, so it's not all just wacky hijinks. This anime is fun to watch, so be sure to give it a try. At number 9, we have Himoto, Umaru-chan. Enter the perfect high school girl, Umaru. In public, especially in school, Umaru is as awesome as she could be. She's academically excellent, good at sports, beautiful, and literally oh so perfect. Everyone adores her to the tiniest detail. She's unmatchable, and she's perfect. Beyond her perfectness though, nobody knows of her imperfect side. Umaru goes through a gigantic transformation the moment she steps on her home's doorstep. She turns to Umaru-chan, and only her brother knows about this. As Umaru-chan, she's lazy, geeky, spoiled, annoying. Oh yeah, and did I say super lazy? That's Umaru-chan for you. Perfect as a human in public, but lesser than a human in private, which all leads to a zany life with her brother and friends. I'm not going to lie, watching Himoto Umaru-chan makes me feel like a kid all over again. At number 8, we have Handa-kun. Handa-kun is all about Handa's quirky high school days. His classmates and other students' perspective, he's the most popular guy in school and everyone likes him, from his good looks to his coolness and over-the-top seriousness. But in Handa's perspective, however, he taught that this is an opposite matter. He's antisocial. He's uncomfortable to someone before him. He's frightened so much, it's like someone is watching him menacingly, and he thinks that everyone hates him. It's like he was a small fish in a big ocean filled with sharks and large chainsaws installed in their fins. But in reality, he's considered as a god walking among them, and that anything he says or does is law. As a result, there's a misconception between Handa and the rest of the school. Overall, this anime will certainly not fail to make you smile or laugh. It's really cool to see the prequel of Barakamon and what Handa's high school life looks like. It's a fun anime series, so you might want to check it out. It's hilarious as fuck on how they treat Handa-kun as a god there. At number 7, we have My Neighbor Seki. Now, talk about unique classmates and distinctive school lives. Here's another peculiar student who never seems to be dull or gray. That's right. For now, here's the student who's the idol of all bored students everywhere. No class, no matter how boring, can be a match for him. Here's the ultra-creative boredom buster, Seki-kun. Seki-kun is a genius! He never pays attention in class, and yet he never gets caught. This is all much to the annoyance of his classmate, Yokoi, who seems everything he's doing and tries to meddle, but instead gets in trouble instead of him. Seki-kun, with his creative mind and arsenal of anti-boredom methods, can create games and tiny little distractions at any moment's notice. Doodles, games, make-believe acts, and silly recordings. Name it. Seki-kun is the master of killing time. 7 whole minutes. That's all it takes to draw in as much as attention for Seki towards an audience. There's no need for a deep engaging story because shows like this should be presented with simplicity. At number 6, we have Cromartie High School. I have to admit, when I discovered this anime not long ago, I didn't expect anything amazing. I turned it on and I get this warning about characters being delinquents. Starts nice. Next I get an awesome opening. I love it. But the very first scene is what made me feel for this anime. Seriously, I didn't expect some random guy to eat the pencil that was dropped. It sounds stupid. It is stupid, but it made me laugh so hard. And from that point on, I enjoyed this anime so much. If you want to laugh, I suggest you give it a try. Each episode covers different stories. Sometimes episodes are vaguely connected, but that is the strength of this anime. You never know what will happen next. At number 5, we have Haven't You Heard? I'm Sakamoto. This anime is all about the coolest high school kid in the block, Sakamoto. Cool. Cooler. Coolest. Yup, that's Sakamoto. Sakamoto is the coolest kid at school who can do everything in the most stylish way possible. While the series follows Sakamoto, but it's really the story of how he helps everyone grow around him. Sakamoto Desuga is episodic and follows the narrative of hilarious short stories of everyone's interactions with Sakamoto. Whether his classmates are trying to foil him or help him, Sakamoto solves any problem, often with the other character in that short story becoming a better person because of meeting Sakamoto. The story is amazingly creative in the everyday tasks Sakamoto and his company face, whether they're exorcising a ghost, walking all over the town, or having a sumo match. The show presents any task they face in the most hilarious way possible. This anime spins the world in folly with style and coolness. Odd and silly, yet very satisfying. This is a comedy show that you should never miss. At number 4, we have Tanaka-kun is Always Listless. Holding its roots deep within the same season as Sakamoto, Tanaka-kun is Always Listless is a very similar show with comparable vibes and feel. If Sakamoto himself is a definition of cool, then Tanaka-kun is a definition of listlessness. Tanaka-kun is always listless. He's always in a relaxed state and can sleep whenever and wherever he likes. He's totally lazy and lethargic. It's his way of life. Sure, he's already a high school student, but no situation of any caliber can take him away from his own idle way of living. Good thing, his friend Oda, as well as his other classmates, are there to keep an eye on him. The anime is actually really good overall, and people started noticing it because it was actually good. I feel this is really underrated because of the unusual synopsis and such, but this is an anime that was full of potential. I started it without many expectations, but the first 2 or 3 episodes managed to raise them and make me think of this as the possible gem that is out there. At number 3, we have Monthly Girls Nozaki-kun. The anime follows Sakura in her endless struggles with confessing her feelings to her schoolmate Nozuki, who also happens to be a shoujo manga artist who goes under the pseudonym Sakiko Yumeno. Nozuki mistakes her for a fan but invites Sakura home, and eventually she becomes his assistant. This is where the anime really begins. What this show does so well is how fluidly it introduces its character cast and their lives as high school students. The anime is filled with running gags, cliché shoujo elements turned upside down, witty jokes and scenarios, and the great characters really make it all come to life. This is an anime that I believe anyone will enjoy, but I would recommend it especially to viewers who are looking for a romance anime without necessarily wanting to go on a powerful emotional roller coaster. In fact, in many ways this show is a parody of your typical shoujo romance anime, and it's handled wonderfully. At number 2, we have Maid-sama. Kaichou wa Maid-sama is far from your regular romance anime, and that is exactly why you'll love it. The premise behind Maid-sama has an initially interesting hook. Misaki is the newly elected student council president at a mostly male high school. She is strict and violent in protection of the female students and in making it a place friendlier to girls. But she has a secret that could ruin her image as the tough and unyielding class president. She works part-time in a maid cafe to help her family with the bills. Of course, this means that the ultimate alpha male at the school, Usui, will find out about her secret. I really enjoyed Maid-sama, and I found more than enough in it to keep me thoroughly entertained, and enough to rewatch it a few times, to be honest. I will definitely follow the series to the end, and I really recommend that you guys check it out too. Especially if you're looking for a less sexist shoujo anime and some great protagonists. And number 1, Barakamon. The story is basically about Honda, a calligrapher who thinks that he's the best at whatever he does, and therefore is very hard to socialize with. At one competition, the exhibit hall director tells him that his art is mediocre, and Honda, being the arrogant perfectionist that he is, punches the director right in the face. After the incident, Honda's dad, disappointed in his son, sends Honda over to an unknown island where he's supposed to cool off. Once he moves into his new house and meets with all his future neighbors, he finds out things about his new surroundings. Funny things. The best thing being Naru. The super cuddly, adorable girl that she is scares and annoys Honda daily by living in Honda's house. It's her secret base. As time passes, Honda and Naru develop a little friendship which leads to the absolute happy and funny feeling to the anime. But even more than the friendship, the beauty of nature is shown on the anime. This is a wonderful slice of life anime for all who enjoy this genre. Alright everybody, that's it for today's list. If you think we missed an anime that deserves to be on this list, then please do comment it down below, as I am always reading your comments. Also, don't forget to like, share, and definitely don't forget to subscribe. And also, don't forget to become an Animan member to show your support for us, and enjoy exclusive content that I only make for members only. Anyways, as for now, I'll catch you later. See you in the next one.